Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations. Namaste, my explorers. Welcome back to another Explorations with Leslie Tanner on a beautiful Sunday night, weirdly enough. But here we are gathered to hear the message of Explorations, and as it carries us from one year to the next, from one chapter to the next. As one opens, the other closes. And we're not here to ask ourselves, how are we going to improve? We are here to find ways to give up, take the L, and stop trying. Tonight, and that and much more tonight on Explorations. Namaste, everyone. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. How are you all doing out there in the chat? I already see so many very exciting, familiar names, as well as some new names already rearing to go, ready to get that early bird worm, as the early birds often get that worm. Namaste. Blessings to you. Wonderful to be with you. Larry Stiglitz, I'm seeing some... Larry Picklejar, Explorer limo driver, pending with the subscription. Also, no message saying, the whole thing just speaks for itself on the single R account tonight. Single R from Larry Picklejar. Namaste to you, limo driver, pending DWI. Not working out for Larry. Namaste, blessings to you. Wow, what a treat it is already to be with you all. And like I said, my name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country. From seed to shining seed, transforming life after life after life, really using the simple yet profound tools of the program of Explorations to tap in, to unlock and unleash that true power that courses through our veins as we speak to each other right now. A power that you've spent your whole life, wanting to get at, wanting to tap into. Somewhere inside you knowing there's a potential, an energy, an unrealized form that is screaming, not yearning, screaming to be let out. If only you were given the tools by which to do so, and that is why I am here. That's why the program is here. Namaste. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Wonderful to be with you. As I said a moment ago, we got some new, we're fixing the camera stuff. There's a new camera that we're using tonight as of Ben, well, you found that little hiccup. Namaste, thanks so much, Ben. Ellie Benelli, good to see you, by the way. I saw that hello. You're not sneaking by me with that. Namaste to you, Ellie Vanelli. Blessings to you. Cherish, great to see you as well on an absolutely gorgeous Sunday night with Cherish 85 as well. Blessings to you. Fram, good to see you. Chaos XV8, namaste to you. Thank you for joining us tonight and for blessing us with your presence and your clarity. Thank you so much. I already feel the benefits of your presence here tonight on Explorations. Hippo Cryptomatic, wonderful to be with you. Hippo, namaste. Hippo, I'm gonna. She's got one in the chamber, or she's got a defense. I love that. How we do it? We're not doing the defenses anymore, though. So, Hypocriptomatic, what was that for? What are we doing with that? Tell me about it. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with oh my God, Hypocriptomatic, you did what you hate. You kicked it off. And we've got a little bit of jazz to start us off tonight. How lucky are we? Toot toot, everybody. All aboard the Jazz Express. That's right, Old Man Doom 3, Georgian Space, Fram with 50 bits. I forgot what 50 does. Namaste, not dog shit. Not dog shit during the Jazz Express. Namaste. Old Man Doom with 2 bits. I'm looking at Old Man Doom with a single bit. White, gray, black, YYC. Namaste. Namaste to you. Thank you so much for the raid. Raiders, welcome. And you're just in time. We're just now getting warmed up, getting settled in, getting our energy, our mind's eye cleared, the baggage of the week, and we are here to focus on the journey in front of us, the journey that is all of our journeys combined, both collectively and individually as we navigate the braid. That's what I like to think of it as, a braid. Jazz Express. Namaste, everybody. Blessings. And already I feel very, namaste. Now that's fun. Already white, gray, black, YYC, getting us started off with some light wit, some light jokes. So guys, if you're new to Explorations, if you're new to what's going on here tonight, listen, if you got some wit in you, if you got some humor in you, this is an okay place to express that. Of course, this program is about working to attain the power of the next level that we speak about so frequently here at Explorations. Those of you that have been here before are familiar with this talk. However, ladies and gentlemen, if you got a little bit of joke, you got a little bit of jest, you got a little bit of humor in your heart, go ahead and let that speak for itself. Namaste. Godspeed, 4 bits. Blessings to you. Ellie Benelli, I'm seeing. Oh, a resub from Ellie Benelli. Ready to learn how to give up this upcoming year? Well, you're in the right spot, sweetheart. Namaste. Namaste. Blessings to you. And enough of this. More of this. Wow, what a way to start stuff off. Namaste, Larry Pickle Jar, coming in hot with that gifted sub. Blessings to you, blessings to us all. Disciple, 10 bits. Good good to have you, good to see you. Namaste, blessings to Disciple. Now, guys, since this is kind of our first proper exploration since Christmas, allow me to not say happy or Merry Christmas to you all. Because we did that at the holiday party. Namaste, everybody that was able to be there for the holiday party this year on the Discord server. Some of you were there for the very personal performance of a musical thing beforehand. And then we dovetailed that over to the annual Discord holiday party, where we had movies, we had music, we had karaoke, we had shenanigans, we had those personal commemorative Leslie Tanner Christmas photos. All poo-poo times are pee-pee times, but not all pee-pee times are poo-poo times, says Fram Weard. Namaste, Fram. Really appreciate that perspective, getting us started off in a kind of in a poetic sort of riddle way. It's sort of riddling us. What's a question, what's an answer? Thanks so much, Fram. Well, namaste, everybody. Thank you so much to those of you who were able to make it to the annual Discord holiday party for Explorations. We had a lot of fun. Of course, those of you that weren't there, you fucked up. You missed up. I'm not going to try to make you feel better about that. You simply messed up. Rackham 00, my wife is pregnant. The program works. Now, I see those as separate things. Lord knows any Tom, Dick, and Harry can bust in a gash and create a child. We all know that. But each journey through the program reveals itself as differently as each person is to each person. We sort of snowflake, that sort of analogy to snowflake. Namaste. So I'm very glad that I could give you the tools you need to become hard, to impregnate your wife, to come inside your wife. 1, 2, 3, I'm about to come. She's like, oh, cool, good, come. And I don't know if it was maybe like a encouragement, like, oh, this is going to be awesome. Or could it have been like you little bitch, you better come, pussy. Either way, a celebration of love. And either way, we're going to have another little rascal on our hands, another young little explorer on our hands. Namaste to you. Blessings to you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wow. What a beautiful night we're already having. A couple of announcements, then I got to open up that line. Because I don't want to mess around tonight. I want to get right down to brass tacks. Not as much time available to us as there should be, is what I say. Not as much time available to us as there should be. Now. Thank you so much for that Prime, Rackham. By the way, I love getting a Prime. I love it, guys. If you're looking for a place to stick that Prime, stick it on over here. I love getting them. I'm overjoyed to receive your Primes. Blessings. Now. As I was saying just a moment ago, a couple of announcements. Firstly, guys, if you'd like to send me something, ladies and gentlemen, send me something at the P.O. Box, the post office box. Send it on over to me at P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. I love getting little postcards, letters, little packages and whatnot. Namaste. Saffron, namaste to you. Blessings to you. Good to see you as well. Namaste, Saffron. A streamer as well. Funny, talented streamer. Can we do a quick shout out for Saffron? Namaste. Quick shout out for Saffron. Let's do some JPEG Rocky. Blessings to you also. I see you in there. Communal vision from Larry Picklejar. Thanks so much for the perspective. Leslie, you may want to take a blast of canned air to the lens or whatever shitty camera you're using this week. Yeah, brother, that's just I don't know if it's dust, but I think it's just dead pixels. Brother, I think it's dead pixels. I think what I got is a piece of shit camera. Cheen over on YouTube, namaste. Hey, looking forward to a fun night. Cheen over at youtube.com. Slapping that subscription down over at youtube.com, that membership over at youtube.com. Blessings to you, Cheen. Good to see you. Oh, no, that was just a super chat. That was just a super chat. Communal vision, beautiful. Very exciting. Thank you so much, Godspeed. Little explorers are great, but are there any little gurus kicking around, spreading a kid or perhaps teenage young adult version of the program to get those seeds planted early? Are there any little gurus kicking around? Like, do I have any children? Do I have children? Spreading a kid or perhaps teenage young adult version of the program. Oh, I see what it was like a little guru's program. Oh, I see what's going on. I see what's going on. Yes. I understand. Yeah. That's always in the works. I've got a youth program. I've got a youth program in place. The youth program has been in place for years. The thing I'm waiting for right now is funding to get it off the ground. I need a team. I need some like youth ministers, some sort of pastor sort of situation, because I can only be so many places at once, and I need a team of people that are experienced with children, good with the kids, can speak the language, can say all the skibbity stuff and whatnot, and not look like a loser, to be honest with you. Because that's a test, especially with the middle school kids. They'll call you on it. They'll call you on that nonsense right away, right quick. They don't think you're funny. They think you're fake. They will eat you alive. And what we need is some talented, people who are experienced with the youth, with the youth. Yeah. Saffron knows. Saffron. The kids see through the bullshit real fast. So we basically the audition process to be a youth minister for explorations for the coming youth program outreach is basically brief conversation. I'll take a look at your resume. No cover letter. I've always hated cover letters. But what I am going to ask for you to do is just say the word skibbity. Relax and say, I don't know, something like boots down, skibbity. Ohio boots down, Houston skibbity toilet, Kai Sinet. Something like this. We could say this, and if you ever, some version of that, you ever crash out a Sigma, Ohio, working this, Riz harder, Sigma, these things. We could get, that's crucial to the audition process. Namaste. Yeah, Old Man Doom. You're really living up to your username. That's what the children are saying. Have you ever been around 7 years? First of all, whether or not they're autistic, they just seem more autistic. The kids these days, they just seem more autistic because of the internet, and regardless of their diagnosis of whether they're actually autistic. But also, their autism levels are skyrocketing. They're through the damn roof. And thanks to liberalism, we can all kind of just see our diagnosis as liberation. And thank you so much for sweeping that shame under the rug. The shame of being disordered and ill. Leslie, this one snuck. No. No idea what that means, Jed. Is there something that means? Jed, good to see you, by the way. I suffer from hyperhidrosis of the rump. Do you recommend I continue to use a sock as a sweat tampon? Or do you know any other method to prevent me from leaving moisture marks on plastics? No, I don't see a problem with that. Why do you need to do that in the first place, Jed? Jed, I don't know why you got to do that. You should just leave your mark. If this was the olden days, this would be a sign of, this would be maybe an alpha move. As a fellow Gen Z, we need more Riz, slaps, big yokes, simp, extra basic, flex, delulu, chuggy, low key, fam. Larry Picklejar, Gen Z, that's so funny. Hypocryptomatic, wow, here we go. Jen is here to clock in, guys. Let this be Jen setting the tone for the evening as we explore what we're going to give up in 2025.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Hypocryptomatic to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100 me 9 www now. Repeat. Cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100 me 9 www now. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Thanks so much, Jen. Really appreciate that. And raising that to the level of an emergency, sort of just, that could have been a vision, it could have been chat, but you raised it, you brought it to a shrill level of disorienting intensity, and I really appreciate that. Jen coming in hot. Jen has entered the octagon. Namaste. Now, okay, so that's the first announcement. Enough of this. You guys you're trying to distract me. You're trying to distract me, and I've got so much to get through with so many of you. We're going to be opening up the lines and discussing how you are going to give up in 2025. We're not trying to improve ourselves. Guys, that is the road of death. That is the road of essentially of suicide, of resolving to improve. No. We are looking for ways to give up. Take the L. Admit inadequacy. What has never happened for you and what will continue to never happen for you. And let's just bring that into the fore. Namaste. Thanks so much for the bits. Godspeed. Wow, thank you so much for the Godspeed. Namaste. Blessings. Now, as I was saying a second ago, second announcement, guys. Now, if you've seen this program in action during the call-in show and you're just eager to see this program take root in your life, you're hungry for more. You're hungry for more materials. You're hungry for more videos, for podcasts, for a monthly postcard. You're hungry for maybe a VHS tape in the mail, which I do. What you're looking for, ladies and gentlemen, is my community of devoted light at patreon.com. If you are interested in learning a little more about this, simply type !final journey into the chat for instructions on how you can enter my inner circle and avail yourself to a growing library of exclusive materials that simply cannot be accessed in any way. Write to Leslie, P.O. Box 47621. Namaste. Yes, Final Journey, Godspeed. There we go. That's one of my brothers of devoted light. That's one of my brothers of devoted light. Godspeed. Namaste. Explorations, Personal Power Program. Let's continue. Namaste. Now. That's enough out of me. All right. That's enough out of me. We got to open up the line now. As many of you know, that have spent any time here watching the streams, taking in the program itself. Hungry for hamburgers, kind of, but I already had tacos and old mac and cheese sitting on the stove. American Dream. Namaste to Ian over at YouTube. Thank you so much, Ian. Larry Pickle Drum gifting a sub to Ben Well Drums. Namaste. Thanks so much, Larry. Now, as I was saying a moment ago, guys, if you are familiar with the program, you're familiar with me, you're familiar with what goes on here, one of the ways that you might describe succinctly the work that we do would be the act of giving up. That this power that we speak about, that we seek to unlock and unleash, the power of the next level that we speak about so frequently. Now this power is not manifested, as Godspeed just brought up. Not manifested through trying. Not manifested through working out, eating right, making sure your resume and cover letter are in order, making sure you network, making sure you get on LinkedIn, start making some posts. It's not coming from making sure you go to church, make sure you go to mass. Make sure you go to your confessions. Make sure you make sure you have your pronouns in your bio. Make sure that you keep up. Make sure that you try. Make sure that you're good. Keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to ask you a simple question. If trying worked, then why hasn't it worked? I'm going to say that one more time. If trying worked, then why hasn't it worked? Now, a lot of you, I can feel a lot of you recoiling from that. Well, it's kind of worked. I guess I'll keep trying. I won't think about what he's saying to me on the screen. I won't listen to this person that is referred to as a guru by so many. Dozens of people on a Sunday evening, no less, in line to hear the message, receive the tools of the program of explorations. I'm not going to listen to them. I'm just going to say I'm going to keep trying. I can feel you recoiling already. I implore you, though, think about this question. If trying worked, why hasn't it worked? Now, maybe just humor me for a night. If you're pulling back from that, you're giggling a little bit because you're uncomfortable. I certainly understand. The truth of what I am sharing with you is alienating, is affronting. It can be difficult to hear at first. So how about this? Promise yourself maybe once the stream is over, go back to trying as soon as you're done. This is all just a joke, all right? But, for a while, humor me. Take the joke seriously for a little bit. Namaste, communal vision coming in from Blarney. Blessings, Blarney. I'm not going to call in because you would own my essence if you hear my voice, but I'm giving up on having matching socks this year. Namaste. Well, first of all, good start, Blarney. I'll bet we could dig deeper. I bet we could find something. Certainly, if you're holding on to matching socks as a really important thing for you, let that go. Goodbye. let that evaporate into the ether around you. Namaste. But as I was saying ago, if you're uncomfortable with what I'm sharing, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. Play along a little bit. Oh, it would be so crazy if I gave up. What would I even give up? Yeah, we're all giving up. Let's all give up. Can you believe we're doing this, everyone? Go ahead and say that to yourself for the next couple hours as we explore giving up. And when it's done, just take solace that it was all a joke. That this is all a joke. Those of you that are ready to hear what is to be heard by the program tonight we are searching our minds, our bodies, our souls for things that we are holding on to, things that we believe we will prove ourselves to be worthy by. We are taking the L and giving up. Namaste. So let's go ahead and open up the line. Give me one moment. Give me one moment to open up this fella. Oh, great. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's just great. I got to sign in. Great. Oh, Pakistan. He fights for Pakistan. Great. You guys seen that video? Can't get enough of it.
Two children approached me with that classic dumbass look on their face. The first asked, "Who am I?" To which I responded, "You'll figure it out. Right now you're a stupid child." The second asked, "What am I?" To which I responded by pushing him into the river.
Yep, easy to push. Small, not light on his feet, fell like a ton of fucking bricks. That was real. That's not just an analogy. That kid died, but he was an orphan, so no one even knew what to do with the body. Fluxstorm Zero, Explorer, Abortion Survivor. Next year I am going to be giving up, trying to give up. I am starting to see the way. Wow, Flux. 4-dimensional chess from Fluxstorm. Namaste. Flux, I'd love to get a call from you if you want to give us a call and share with us exactly what you mean by that. How does that shape up for you in your life? Namaste, beautiful. The line is now open. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. I'm going to adjust the focus on this hoe and see what happens. Never mind, do it later. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Oh, Merry Christmas, Big Al.
Merry Christmas, Jen. Merry Christmas to you, Jen. How you doing tonight?
Oh my God, I miss you so much.
And I miss you.
Me, I miss you.
Namaste.
That feels better.
Yeah, namaste, Jen. It's been a while. What you been up to, girl?
Girl. Excuse me, Al. I went home and blah blah blah, and Roland and blah blah blah. I took care of the kids, this and that, and tried to pretend everything was cool, it was chill. What'd you do, El? I bet you ate a lot of cranberry and pumpkin.
You know me. I'm a little piggish slut for those foods. I love cranberry and I love pumpkin.
That's how that boy goes.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Jen, we missed you at the Christmas party, Jen.
I was there, man.
Were you? We didn't talk. Oh, that's right. You yelled at me for missing Duncan's karaoke. That's right.
I slipped in for a minute.
Jen, you know why I didn't remember that well? Because I was expecting a presence like the one that you had at the Halloween party. Do you remember? You remember what you did that night?
No.
You kind of just went into each room screaming. No one could hear anything, anyone talking, and you would berate people.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and that's what I expected.
Actually, I do remember that, Big Al, and I'm pretty sure I did that at the Christmas too.
No, you didn't. You were calm. You were putting the kids tonight.
You were in the fucking lame room where you were just watching movies, and I was like, "Can you please get Leslie, or I'm not going to sing another fucking song ever."
Beautiful. Well, listen, I think you're in a perfect state of mind to get into tonight's theme, really setting us off on the right path, Jen.
I missed you during the holidays.
I missed you too, Jen. It's really good. It feels good to have your energy back. It really does. It's like a hand in a glove here. You're a very powerful explorer.
It's true. God, I missed you. Yeah, let's do it, brother.
Okay, so the theme tonight, Jen, is how are you giving up in 2025? Now, talk to me. We've covered, of course, you're not a stranger to this idea of giving up. Now, talk to me. This coming year, in order to sort of tap in and dial in the energy of the next level, how are you going to give up in the coming year? What is something that you're ready to let go of? It's not going to happen.
So far, I'm doing this thing with my posture where I slide kind of down towards the couch and I act like I don't have a backbone. Can you react to the moves I'm making or not?
What?
I said I slouch down towards the back of any space that I have and make my backbone act like there's nothing in there.
Okay, so all right.
Like a slug?
All right, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and repeat the question, Jen, because I'm not sure if that's really an answer.
Okay, I'm not sure you ever listened.
I did, and that's the problem. How are you giving up in 2025, Jen? How are you?
I give up my backbone.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna be you're gonna increase the amount of time you spend as a jellyfish in your personal life or in your professional life as well.
Leslie, if you asked the question, I would have said this, baby. Hey, imagine me smoking a cigar right now.
I didn't understand a word you just said. What did you say?
I said, I'm not going to have any backbone in 2025, and I'm smoking a cigar, baby.
So how are you gonna, okay, so no backbone. Are you gonna have like
Right.
limbs like an octopus then?
Duh, bruh.
Okay. So you'll still be able to smoke a cigar, just no backbone holding you up.
I mean,
upright.
I really wouldn't look tough. I also have to look tough. Okay, I feel like you have this whole thing that you're not really talking about. Can you like, what are other people that like care about your feelings, or like you care about their feelings? Like, what are they talking about? Like, why do you keep asking me about like what are their like or not? My cartilage is fucking holding my shit right now, Leslie. I feel like this is not a really happy, nice time to have together again after the holidays. And I swear to God, Leslie.
What?
I swear to God on that. Well, oh, hey, I'm sorry, I just went to Nightmare Land. Anyway, I was just saying, like, how do other people feel?
Like in general,
how do you feel,
how
Leslie?
to like describe their feelings? You mean?
Did I just go off on not having any vertebrae?
Yes. You not remember? Yeah. You sort of. I guess you sort of browned out cognitively, and you start talking about having no backbone, and that's going to be a really spiritually fulfilling thing for you to do 2025.
Okay.
Okay, well, Jen, really appreciate the insight on that.
Leslie, I missed you.
Yeah, I missed you too, Jen. Namaste, Jen.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Namaste, Jen. All right, weird start. Weird start to the night. Not really capturing the spirit of what we intended to talk about tonight, but love the infusion of that energy. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
So Leslie is Toaster.
Toaster! His best friend Toaster. Wow.
Leslie, I need help. I need help. I need help. I need help, Leslie.
All right, well, tonight we're talking about how are you giving up in 2025?
It's not about that. It's not about that. I'm in a place where I don't want to be right now, Leslie. I need help.
Okay. Real quick, we got a
Nightmares
quote.
are a real number.
We have a quote.
Okay. All right, where are you, Toaster? What's going on?
I can't do quotes right now. This is serious, Leslie.
You don't have to do anything. All you got to do is be quiet during the quotes because they're quotes.
I'm a prisoner.
They're my quotes.
I'm a prisoner. I'm a prisoner, Leslie.
Prisoner where? What's going on?
I stole one of their phones. I escaped, and they're gonna find me soon, and I need help right now.
Okay, what's going on?
I'm a prisoner. They took me.
So you physically can't just walk out where you are?
No, I'm at a dead end. There's a dead end here. I can't scale these walls.
Why did you walk down the dead end to make the call? Why didn't you go to an open street?
This is the only way. Oh, Jesus Christ, they found me.
Okay. Well, anyway, Larry Picklejar with a communal vision, very excited to get into this perspective. You want Toaster if you want to leave the guys want to suck me off party right now. You can just leave.
Hi,
I don't really understand
Leslie. It's pepperoncini.
Oh, pepperoncini. So pepperoncini
Nightmares
with Toaster.
are a real number.
I'll give you another one. Hold on. New quote, real quick. One moment, Gene.
I believe it was Stephen Hawking who famously posed the question of whether a penis could be so big it could have sex with its own ass.
And that was Stephen Hawking. And he was imagining it because he couldn't really do a whole lot with his penis. Toast's friends abducted him, and he's been off-world of Warcraft for so long that he's losing his mind. Gene, is there any truth to this? Also, how's it going?
Oh, it's going great, Goober. Yeah, we've been trying to get Toaster to hang out with us. You have Peppercorn Patty and Orc Star and Need to Go Back and Hossloth. All these great people in the community came down to see Toaster. And right now he's crawled himself into like a little like cage, like a little kennel.
Uh-huh.
And we're just been trying to like coax him out with like little like bits of food and stuff like that, but he won't come out.
I heard that he likes Oregon meat in like a light gravy. Larry Pickler Jar with a communal vision. Hey, Cheen, if you want to hold Toaster within your guys who want to suck off Toaster party, that's called retard napping. Any response to that?
Nice one.
Nice one. I love that. Disrespectful. Now, Cheen, let's, so we've got Toaster, we've got Pepperoncini, we've got Orchestra, we've got Peppercorn Patty, we've got Hasla, we've got Need to Go Back. That's a 6-person Explorer party. Am I hearing you right?
That's right. That's right.
Wow.
5 consensual, 1 non-consensual participant.
So listen, what tonight we're talking about how to give up in the year 2025. Cheen, did you want to help with Toaster's call, or do you want to call up, or is this a you call now? How should we proceed?
No, I don't. He just handed me the phone. It's got a little scurried or a little scared or something like that. So I'm going to pass it back to him to just finish his thought, since it's his call. But I just wanted to get some context on what was happening because he wasn't making it clear as to the situation.
Okay, so he's just like a scared little feral animal right now. Okay, interesting. And that was it. Call is over. That is now open, 708-240-8953. Are we allowed to say retard napping again? I thought naps were for babies. Really good question. I say let it rip. And it probably depends if you're around, you know what.
Being poor
baby
is bad.
Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Big Al, it's just me. I just want to say real quick that I don't want to ruin the program, blah, 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 as usual. But I'll tell you what, they're having so much friggin' fun down there. And, like, Orchestra even called me earlier, and she's like, girl, do you want me to get you voodoo shit? And, like, blah, blah, blah.
I have jars of piss
that
buried in my
is
backyard.
The program. Working down in
and you have
Normandy.
been terminated. Namaste.
Bye!
708-240-8953. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Leslie, this is Borealis.
Borealis, how we doing tonight, Borealis?
Oh my God, we're doing fucking awesome. I'm hanging out in a courtyard with a bunch of fellow explorers here.
Oh, you're at the meetup too?
Oh my gosh, this is like the most amazing gathering. There's 8 of us I can see right now. We had a couple more earlier that had to wander off, but yeah, we got Pepperoncini, and Toaster, and Peppermint Patty, and Orchestra, and
Wow.
Company. I know, it's crazy, right?
Wow.
And get this, I don't know if they told you, I made some special gifts tonight. I didn't have enough for everyone, so they kind of had to scrap.
Oh my
them,
Lord!
I made Dickies for us that are like decorated for the program.
Communal vision from Phil Z. I'm gay, or am I?
Yeah, we need a. Moving on.
Yep, just move on. Keep it up. Keep going. So
I made these Dickies, and they're like themed for the program. I made like one of each for the stages of the program. We've got relax, question, express, explore, and then I've got mine. Mine's explore also, but explore failure.
Beautiful. Yeah, you're a little more advanced, so you're ready for that kind of stuff.
That's a bit of an advanced thing. I was going to put next level on it, and I was like, I don't know, that might be too much for people. So let's just stick with, explore failure.
Right. Beautiful.
Right. I think it's enough.
And wait, people are saying Raiders. Have we been raided? No.
Hey, Raiders.
Yeah, nobody's raided, so I don't know what you're talking about. Namaste. Saffron says, I'm gay. Really? I mean it. Or do. I do. A little poem about being gay, or maybe not. Duncan did it with a communal vision. Very excited. Borealis, I'm overjoyed to discuss this with you, this IRL meetup with, I think I saw a picture of of some of the shirts. Did the boys wear vaginis? They should.
I mean, you've kind of picked. I have a lot of different colors, but
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, wait, different colors of vaginas?
No, of Dickies.
Oh, yes. Gotcha. Okay. Now, when it comes to this, so we've got this. How many is Korag there?
Pardon?
Korag there?
No, he had to work a really long day today, and he was not able to make it out, unfortunately. Thanks for asking, though.
Yeah, Hypocriptomatic girl. Yes, I knew you were napping in the car.
And that has happened. That has happened.
Oh, beautiful. So listen, Borealis, I'd love it if you could post, or somebody could post a couple pictures of the hangout in the in the Discord server, just to get a couple of ideas of what of what the vibe's like. Sure.
We've been discussing a group picture, and then we talk about it, and then we get another round of beers, and it's kind of goes to the wayside. But it's nice. It's a real confluence of different vibes, and we're all just kind of chilling and sniping, and it's awesome.
It sounds like Toaster's really doing is bringing a weird vibe. Sounds like
the Toaster is not necessarily one way or another. He's just kind of he's kind of at our whim. I would say, yeah, group. He says, I want to go home. I wish I could leave. But we know he doesn't really mean that.
Right. He's having so much fun. We have so many communal
really
visions we need to catch up on, and then I need to take you to task on the theme tonight. Communal visions. Let's just start from Larry Pickle. So Larry Picklejar. This group of amazing friends gathered in. Well, Larry Picklejar, another one. Caller, are you all done sucking off Toaster yet? He really sounds like he wants to leave. Any response to that?
He really deep down, I think he does want to leave, but we don't care. So that would be so inconvenient to literally the entire rest of the group.
Right.
It's not even a blip on our radar at this point.
And he can't afford an Uber, probably, right?
He definitely can't afford an Uber.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, so
I know, it's hilarious.
Another Larry Picklejar, Communal Vision. This group of amazing friends gathered in New Orleans really inspires that Hurricane Katrina would happen again, right now. So a little joke about you guys dying in a massive event.
That's funny, except that it's totally the wrong season. So not at all unnerved by that.
Oh, Larry, you just got
whiff.
You just got
swing and a miss, Larry.
Yeah. Funny stuff. Okay, so Fram, Communal Vision, free the homie, free Toaster, let him roam.
Yeah, he's got mixed feelings on it, and quite honestly, it doesn't really matter what Toaster feels about this.
It doesn't. Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah, I mean, when you're talking about, you want to go Star Trek on it, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one or the few.
Right.
He's over here, well, why?
Borealis,
why
if everyone at your meetup club says so, I'll punch myself into butthole. Keep me posted. That's from Phil Z. Any response?
Hold on a second. If everyone agrees, Phil Z will punch himself in the butthole. Can I get a yes? Hey! Yeah, no, that was all eyes.
Okay,
Everyone
so
agreed.
definitely yes. Go ahead, Phil.
Resounding yes.
Yeah. Okay, so Blarney, Communal Vision, HS code 950-59040, tariff classification of confetti, paper spirals, or streamers, party favors and noisemakers, parts and accessories thereof. I'm just going to go ahead and say thank you. Larry Picklejar, caller, are you all done sucking off toast? You did that one. Larry Picklejar said climate change. About the hurricane thing, about you guys all dying.
Climate change, yeah. Well, I don't have to worry about that right now. I mean, that's one of the reasons I'm in school, is so that I can get a job where I can work anywhere. So I can, hang out in Mexico and blow off a few tunes and just be like, fucking pay me.
Yeah, that's why I would and it sounds like that kind of financial freedom and security is really going to. I think it's only just well within reach with a musical theater degree.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I can't think of anything that's more economically productive, really, than like a film and theater degree. If I'm being honest.
Hypocryptomatic with a
This is
psychic
the
emergency. 1 second.
National Alert System,
Sure.
also known as PNAS.
Got a PNAS.
We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Hypocryptomatic to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, no shade. Borealis, I had to cry about still not going ***** dad's grave. Thanks for the
Somebody
invite.
threw a PNAS
Never
up
too
on the
late.
table. I don't know what it is yet.
Cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, no shade. Borealis, I had to cry about still not going ***** dad's grave. Thanks for the invite. Never too late. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
3 asterisks, which I imagine would mean a swear word or the word gay.
Ooh, hang on a
Borealis,
second.
I had to cry about still
Hang on a
not
second.
going
Jameson's
gay
going
dad's
down.
grave.
The wrong type.
Thanks for the
All right.
invite. Never too late. Okay, thanks so much for raising that.
Yeah.
Hypocryptomatic, thank you so much for that psychic emergency, hon. Really appreciate that. Thank you for raising the level to the level of emergency. Here we go. Phil Z with the final communal vision, then we'll be caught up. Toaster is the most alive dead person I know. How does that feel to hear?
Phil Z says, Toaster is the most alive dead person I know. Any response to that? He says, help me.
Okay, well,
help me.
Okay, listen, real quick, last, in like maybe 45 seconds, talk to me about giving up in 2025. Borealis, you're, as someone who has literally died and come back to life, you're no stranger to taking the L. So in 2025, how is Borealis Black finally taking a new L on their way to the next level?
I have anchored myself fully to complete financial ruin, and I'm going into debt like I didn't even know was possible. Crippling debt. And so I feel like that is going to be my overarching failure that I'm looking forward to going into the next year. That and just like mind-breaking work. So
going in massive, practically, debilitating debt, and then also doing a lot of work while you're doing it. So not even getting to really enjoy it in a traditional sense.
At this point, the only actual income that I have that I can say is coming from the choir position that I have at an Episcopal church.
Ouch. So listen, it looks like we got plenty of failure up ahead in 2025 for Borealis Black. Life getting worse
you don't even know.
across the board. Namaste, and we love to hear that. And I can feel the power inside of you generating as you take L after L after L, looking for more L's, searching them out and letting them hit you like a train. We could all take a lot out of Borealis's book here, guys. We have somebody of a very strong explorer. Namaste, Borealis. Any final message for the chat before we move on tonight?
No, just stick with the program, man. It's gonna bring you to the right place. You just gotta just forget about anything else that you think is between you and the end line, because the end line is really just like more bullshit, more of the same. So don't get disconcerted. Don't get disconcerted. Don't get too excited, because ahead of you is just more failure. So you need to look forward to that and accept it, and your life will be better. Namaste.
Namaste, Borealis. Beautiful message. Say hi to the gang for me, okay?
Hi, gang, from Leslie. Hey. Yeah, all right.
Namaste, Borealis.
All right. Namaste. Y'all have a great night.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Wonderful. The white balance on this camera is so good. Wonderful. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hello, Leslie. You can call me Fluxstorm Zero.
Flux, it's Fluxstorm Zero. Namaste. We got our 4D Bobby Fischer over here ready to clock in for us. Grandpa Liquor with a communal vision. I am gay. For you, Dr. Tanner, I need the program deep inside of me. So kind of speaking phallically, wanting me to penetrate him from, I would imagine his mouth or his ass with my penis, sort of spreading his cheeks or lips, the lips of his face open to penetrate him deeply with my, I'm tall with a proportionate penis. So imagine that. I'm sure you could, draw a lot of inferences from that. Namaste. Fluxstorm Zero, real quick, we have a quick affirmation for these. You have an embarrassment of riches. The amount of L's that you've had to take to be exactly who you are, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. And that was for any theys in the chat right now. Namaste to you. I love my theys. Talk to me right now. Fluxstorm Zero, I'm so glad that you found the time to call in tonight because you shared a message. I think that was really interesting. Do you remember the message that you shared with us?
Something to the effect of next year I'm going to be giving up on trying to give up. I think something about that. Yeah.
Wow. Now, that's really interesting in Flux because Flux, I come on here, I start hooting, I start hollering, I start telling people the good news of explorations, giving them the tools they need. And a lot of times they miss the point of, the act of giving up is exactly what you just said. It's the opposite of trying.
Yeah.
The opposite of trying. And one way that your message hit me right off the bat really brought out this theme of, if I'm truly giving up, doesn't that mean I'm not going to try to give up? I relax into losing, relax into being inadequate. Talk to me about that. How did you stumble upon something so simple yet so profound?
Well, for, a while I've been kind of, since I got laid off kind of situation a couple of years ago, been kind of just like looking to figure out who I am, right? Like in this world where I am not the thing I was, right? This new version.
Mm-hmm.
And along that path, it really hit me kind of how much I actually kind of care about what other people think. And I'm not necessarily a person I think that many people would say that about me. I think I am pretty kind of private, kind of standoffish in general, but even it surprised me how much I still gave a shit about thoughts of especially people that were not relevant to me in my happiness whatsoever. And that's kind of the first step that kind of led me down this kind of philosophical trail.
So being laid off, and that's a common L. That's an L that a lot of people in chat. Let me see some ones in chat if you've been fired or laid off in the past couple years. Let me see some ones in the chat if you've been fired or laid off. Flux, we got a Flux 1, Purr 1, Space Grime 1. Beautiful. 1. Yeah, lots of ones. Lots of people relating to this message of being a fucking loser, to be honest. Stone Monster 400, subscribing for that 25th month. Namaste. First month after the 2-year mark. Explorer Surrogacy Advocate. Sorry for your loss. Sorry for your loss. Any response to that?
No need to be sorry. I mean, taking the L of getting laid off led me to eventually finding the program. Because had it not been for that event, I wouldn't have become as interested in Twitch and kind of as involved in kind of the different communities. And there's no way I would have ever found explorations. So, I mean, in a way, that L, that big, huge loss was, it led me straight to where I needed to be. And I think that that's more important than winning is really having what you are supposed to have.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous stuff. And it is through the act of losing, the act of mourning, the act of, realizing, especially at that point, Because right now, we might get stuck in the weeds of trying to find the ways in which we are a loser, realize that we are, go through the whole rigmarole of effort. But you were gifted with the message from the universe, from outside of yourself, something that took all power, all agency from you, kicked you to the curb like a worthless piece of trash.
Yeah.
Kick you out.
That's what they said on the way out. They actually said, like, you're not going to take us where we need to be.
Wow.
Right? That was kind of the phrasing. Because, they
wow.
can't really say what they want us to, but that's the phrase.
You're not going to take us where we need to be.
Yeah.
Wow. You must they're not pulling that punch. That's a real nutsack uppercut. Stone Monster 400 caller, you're going to carry that weight. Namaste, little bitch.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So interesting. How about this then? Let's go ahead and plan for this 2025. Of course, we'd love to imagine ourselves as these sort of paragons of having given up. Lord knows we'd like to think of ourselves that way of sort of spiritually purified of effort. Of trying to prove ourselves, et cetera, et cetera. However, we all know, and I'm sure you are aware of this too, that temptation to try, that temptation to prove, is lurking around many a corner.
Yeah.
So let's prepare. You're in a really great state of mind, having taken a really massive fucking L, and kind of just letting it disintegrate what you thought you were. But 2025. Yeah. Things are going to come your way. You're going to see opportunities to feel good about who you are. That'll tempt you to try, put effort, prove that you are worth something. What's a way that you could imagine, knowing your history, you can see something coming down the pipeline for you that's going to tempt you and make you want to try all over again?
Yeah. It's staring me right there in the face. I started a business, it's going decently, and that drive to start putting in, 50 hours, 60 hours, it's right there, right? It's that draw to start doing all that hard work.
That's pathetic and disgusting to hear, but very relatable.
It's there.
As I'm sure many in the chat.
And I think the thing I'm going to try to focus on is that, I don't need everything. I don't need all of the money. You know what I mean? I need a lot less than I think I do. And I can try a lot less, even though I may make less money, but I can still be comfortable and I can still not, totally fall apart and wallow in what it is that I just wish to do on the daily with the remaining bits of my mental health.
And as you experience that waning mental health, kind of slip through your fingers, it's going to make you want to try even more. It's going to come back. I like to think of it as an addict. If you're addicted to heroin and you've been clean for a couple months because maybe you're dating someone new that doesn't know what a piece of shit you can be. You got a new job, you got a new car, you're wearing different clothes than you used to wear, you don't see any of those old people again. But then something's going to happen, the boat's going to rock, whether it's a breakup, whether it's the loss of a loved one, whether it's a loss of another job. Something's going to happen, it's going to make you want to try again. So I would be very careful about this business stuff, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, good. I'm glad we covered that. Wow, in advance. Guys, can we please give it up for Flux right now? This is a very advanced thing to be covering. And this is a treat to be able to speak this way with someone, this freely within the program. Thank you so much for sharing so much with us tonight, Flux.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, everybody. Definitely come and join the Community Devoted Light. It's great over there. The program works, everybody. The program
works. Namaste. Namaste to you, Flux. Namaste.
All right. Have a good day.
Have a good night. Yeah, day, whatever. Wow. And yes, guys, a member of my community of Devoted Light, you heard it from his mouth. If you're interested in getting exclusive access to some highly sought after materials that you can't get anywhere else, I'm talking about videos, podcasts, monthly postcard, VHS tape, music downloads. I have so many materials that I want to share with you that will transform your life from the ground up via the most effective personal power program in existence, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Type !Final Journey into the chat right now for instructions about how you too can avail yourself to these materials and enter my inner circle at the community of devoted light at patreon.com. Now, Doughboy over at, I don't, member verified. YouTube chat message. There it is right there. Commands. COMMANDS. Yeah, Doughboy, I don't know why the commands thing's not working. Oh, psychic emergency.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Stone Monster 400 to issue a psychic emergency. When the pimp's in the crib, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100. Repeat. When the pimp's in the crib, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Namaste. Thank you so much. Beautiful. What are you talking about, Corey Chambers? What am I talking about, Corey Chambers? I am simply talking about the command, the ! Commands message is supposed to give you all instructions of how to use the chat commands to interact with the stream and me, Leslie Tanner, but the message isn't working for some reason. I don't know why.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Framware to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 300 when the pigs try to get at you, park it like it's hot, park it like it's hot, park it like it's hot. Repeat. Cheer 300 when the pigs try to get at you, park it like it's hot, park it like it's hot, park it like it's hot. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Beautiful. Thanks so much, Fran. Really appreciate that. Really beautiful psychic emergency. Raising these familiar lyrics, but, raised to a level of urgency that really puts it in a different context. Thanks so much to you, Fram, and thanks so much to Stone Monster 400. Blessings to you both. The line is open, 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. How are you giving up in 2025? We are not resolving to improve. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Namaste, Leslie. Hello, hello, hello. How are you?
Good evening, poet. How are you doing tonight, poet?
Really thinking about giving up.
Wonderful to hear, and that's exactly the kind of thought that we're trying to encourage here tonight. Phil Z with a Communal Vision. Does Leslie ever consider a pearl necklace? That's for women, Phil. No, I don't. Now let's go ahead and continue back to you. You're thinking about giving up. What kind of thoughts about giving up? Poet, talk to me.
It's almost in line with what Flux was saying. I'm going to give up trying to convince myself to be an artist and just start making art.
Okay, interesting.
Instead
So
of
dialing into that third step of the program, express, interesting. Larry Picklejar says, caller, how's those bones of yours?
Painful, and it's the joints between the bones.
So you're in a lot of pain, you'd say?
Consistently.
Consistent pain, namaste. Now, thanks so much for sharing that aspect. And certainly you have a lot of incentive to give up, having seen what there is to be achieved by effort, because it's just going to get you pain, suffering, and misery, which you're very familiar with as a handicapped person or a burgeoning handicapped person.
Indeed. No arguments there.
Yeah, namaste. Beautiful. Phil Z with a Communal Vision. Thank you so much for this perspective, Phil. Hey, poet, have you ever considered shart art, like you ride on a swing, shitting on a canvas?
I have not, but that paints a very interesting image, Phil.
Interesting stuff. Wow, thanks for sharing that. I'd love to see
Has he thought of running that through Midjourney?
Have I?
Has Phil?
Phil, have you ever considered debasing yourself and kind of just giving up your, Mid-Journey? Interesting. So let's talk about this art business, though. So if I may, try to say back to you what I heard you just say, and just see if I understand it. Communal vision, actually, before that, from Larry Picklejar. If you're going to do chart art, you'd need to eat a lot of different food coloring. Otherwise, it's just a big brown mess. Any response to that?
I think that's a better question for Beeps.
Beeps, how much can we do in that arena? Beeps for sale, how much can we do in that arena? Can we eat food dye and change the color? Al Vanguard, the command's not working over Al Vanguard at YouTube. The commands button is not working, and I don't know why. Exclamation point, relax, question, expressive. Here, I've got to figure out some way to do this. Relax, question, express, explore. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Got a button for it. Larry Pickle Jar, Beeps, how much red food coloring before it's just red shit and not bloody stools?
Perhaps Beeps can weigh in later.
Interesting. No, Beeps says gross, also no.
Oh.
Phil Z with 100 bits and a communal vision. Can't wait to get into this perspective, Phil. Drunk a shit ton of eggnog and shit on canvas on a sex swing. Profit. Phil Z.
If there's a market.
Poet, what kind of art are we going to do? After, you're going to accept your essence, so to speak, as an artist, as someone who creates art. Talk to me about that. What kind of art are we looking at doing?
Writing and drawing. I've been taking some tutorials on hand drawing. I'm starting with pobox.com. Apparently it's free, and it teaches you the basics of the hand motions and all the fun things to get going as an artist.
Okay, interesting. So we're talking about just drawing we're talking about pencils or charcoal? Talk to me right now.
I'm thinking pencils and colored pencils.
Pencils,
I
colored.
want to do grotesque scenes of modern society.
Love that. So interesting. So would you say that you put a lot of effort in, your effort that you're putting in towards being an artist was actually stopping you from simply being?
Correct. I would acquire materials, and then I'd look at them and think about all the things I would like to do and haven't done any of them. So I'm going to give that up and just do things instead of thinking about it.
Yeah, in terms of taking an L, that's a big one. Artists generally are not the biggest losers, but they're a special kind of loser.
Indeed.
And as is necessary, as I'd imagine. Everybody welcome AI Vanguard or L Vanguard, not sure which, but I love both. Namaste to you. Welcome to Explorations, formally speaking. Namaste, blessings to you. Many foods can change the color of your stool, including dark leafy greens, bright green, beets, blood red, or black, cherries, reddish, blueberries, deep blue or black, carrots, orange, licorice, black, dark stouts, drinks with dyes, various, iron pills and other medicines, black. Beeps, you just got shown up by what seems like ChatGPT. Any response to that? Now, Poet, already I'm excited. You've realized a new level of being a loser in addition. Because that's interesting. I see a lot of artists talk about, yeah, I'm an artist. I work with these mediums, and then they'll start talking about what's wrong with them. They'll say like, oh, I've got social anxiety disorder or PTSD or some sort of I'm handicapped, I'm a
Mental or
handicapped
emotional
queer
handicap,
artist or something.
yeah.
I'm like, why do you keep talking about all this stuff? You could have just said, just keep going down the list of different ways that you've lost, and I would love it if it was an exploratory sense. But I'm very proud of you though, as we've talked and worked with your burgeoning disability, and now we're getting to this new level of artist, and I can't wait to explore that with you in a very Leslie-ian sense, poet.
Excellent. I'm also writing more. I have a little cubbyhole where I can hide from the rest of the world.
Man, you'd be like a decorated 4-star general of being a loser if they gave that stuff out.
Indeed. I've brought a journal out with me, and I've started writing my thoughts down instead of just letting them fly through.
Woof.
So I've been practicing writing instead of just thinking. I'm giving up not doing things.
Interesting. Now, that's an interesting angle, but I believe that your heart's in the right place. Real quick, communal vision before we move on to the next caller. Phil Z, O-E, yeah, tailspin, O-E, yo, tailspin, friends for life, through thick and thin with another tail to spin. Any response?
That sounded very, very third grade. I love it, Phil. I'm glad you're learning how to spell.
Beautiful. And then we've got Galactic Feline 44. I feel very seen by that artist speech. Thank you. Namaste, Galactic, of course. That's why we come here. That's why we stream.
Indeed.
Final communal vision, though, for you. From Duncan Did It. I would love to enter Poet's Cubbyhole and make poetry with him. Namaste.
No, thank you. I'm not very people-y.
Let's leave it right there. I love that. No.
Namaste.
Rejection. Love that. Poet, namaste to you. Thanks for making the time to call us up tonight. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Wonderful. Fantastic stuff. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. I'm going to go ahead and take a piss. It's pee break time, and then we've got the second half of our program. Welcome to Explorations. Those of you that are new here, seeing the magic work in real time, how this program, this personal power program, is affecting people's lives, transforming them from the ground up, allowing them to unlock and unleash the true power coursing through their veins. Yes, that is what we do at Explorations. No more, no less. Just a complete transformation from the ground up. Namaste. So if you've been impressed by the call-in show and would like a couple more details about my community of devoted light at patreon.com, where I host my library of exclusive materials, stick around for a couple details about that. But in the meantime, I got to piss so bad. I'm going to die. Namaste, everyone. I'll be right back in just a moment.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such relief from the very beginning, starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched Explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched Explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, "Listen, I know your time is precious. Let me cut to the chase." But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light on patreon.com. Where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials now available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. I said that at the beginning, there was something about the rhythm of separating the days with sleep that gave a sense of optimistic confidence, however small, that whatever was left as incomplete or outright failing today might not be tomorrow. always a day wholly separate from right now. After insomnia became a part of his life, there was a shift in his thinking about tomorrow. Downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, Reaching into Darkness, or The Skeptic's Gamble. Exclusive archival prints such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Namaste, everyone. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe both inside and out to unlock and unleash the power within. Namaste to each of you. Those are a couple words about my community of devoted light at patreon.com. As it said, type !Final Journey for some details about how you too can join my inner circle. Today, I just posted a podcast, a new podcast episode, where I share some of the seedlings by which the program continues to grow into the future. Intimate thoughts, intimate feelings. I trust my inner circle more than anyone, and I trust my inner circle with my thoughts and my heart in a way that the poor pigs outside of the community, I simply will not understand until they get there themselves. Namaste. Now, a couple things before we open the lines back up. While we are continuing the exclusive video content into the future, those projects started taking on more work, more production involved, multiple locations, more writing, more nuanced and complicated. So as the sort of cycle, the turnover cycle for those for the exclusive video content has gotten a little longer. What we've done in place of that is a regular podcast. We're doing regular podcasts on the Patreon right now. So if you'd like to get to that podcast of devoted light, where I share my thoughts, my secrets, my mind and heart and body, well, you can do that right now for the cost of a cup of coffee. That's what I'm trying to say. But Leslie. Now, also on the highest tier, we used to do prints, and as it mentioned in the commercial, yes, we were doing prints, and that's old though. What we're doing now is a VHS tape. So for every 3 months you're a member of that tier, I will send you a VHS tape in the mail full of exclusive exploration materials. Namaste. Very exciting stuff. Now, let's go ahead and open the line back up, get back into it, because we need... Let's see here. I need to speak to all of you about how to give up. And the reason I'm so urgent about this, ladies and gentlemen, the reason I'm so urgent about this is because, we on either side of us, we are flanked by friends, family, community members, even enemies, that every time this year rolls back around, what they do is I'm going to try. I'm going to resolve. I'm going to become better. I'm going to do these things. I'm going to become a better person, a more fulfilled person, a more active member of my community. Guys, this propaganda is so aggressive. It's hardly even recognized as propaganda outside of our community here. This propaganda to improve yourself. No, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to attain the power of the next level, a power that we know is real and we know that we have it in our body right now. But we don't get there by trying, ladies and gentlemen, as we have covered several times. We do it by losing, by grieving, by giving up, by not trying, realizing the depth of our... We just talked to a disabled artist who's getting into writing too. It's hard to imagine a more, a deeper level of loser than that. Namaste. Phil Z, anyone having inside knowledge of an HD personal colonoscopy camera, DM me. Anyone have an inside knowledge of this kind of camera? So kind of looking to give himself a colonoscopy, it sounds like. Namaste. Line is open, 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. I don't know what is wrong with this camera. White balance is just atrocious. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hi, Leslie. This is Fisk.
Fisk, welcome back to the program, Fisk. How are we doing tonight?
We're doing very neutrally tonight. It's a very neutral night.
All right, so Fisk keeping it neutral tonight. Namaste. Thank you for sharing that with us. Now, I'm going to take you right to task, Fisk. Tonight we're entering, we're exiting one chapter and entering a new one.
Are we?
And what was that?
Are we?
We are, yes. It is the end of 2024, and we are now entering 2025 in just a couple days here, Fisk. So let's reflect, you and I. Let's reflect on the past year for you, Fisk. What are some of the defining events of this past year for you?
Defining events. I don't know. Reading again and waking up during the day. And I think I probably watched someone cry about wanting to die or something. I don't know if this year or last year. I think I've
this
given
past
up
year
on the concept of years.
You watched someone cry because they wanted to die?
Yes, they were like, kill me.
Wow. And what was that like?
It was interesting. It was illuminating.
Interesting. Illuminating. Was it
Yes.
sad?
Was it sad? I guess it was kind of sad, but not really. I think
Not
it was
really.
just like, well, this is just how some people are.
Right. They just want to die. I've certainly met my share of them. Phil Z74. Fisk, you sound kind of downhearted. Are you going to peg 2025 or let it peg you? That's from Phil.
I don't sound downhearted, and I will not be doing either of those things.
Good. Yeah, let him have it. Let him have it back. Sometimes you got to push back on Phil. He's got to learn boundaries.
Yeah.
Now, so you watched somebody die, defining moment, didn't really bum you out that much. You accepted it. Now, did that person die?
No, not really.
So they didn't get their wish, huh?
Yeah.
Now, for them, was this a sort of fleeting thing, or was it like this person has said this repeatedly over an extended period of time?
I think it was like a continuous thing. Yeah, it was like a continuous, extended pain.
And do you think ultimately the reality that is this pain a sort of unresolved pain, or is this person resolved in wanting to die?
Honestly, I don't know, but from what I can tell, it is not resolved.
Not resolved. Interesting.
Yeah.
So let's talk about you, though. Let's talk about you. Now, you mentioned this as one of the defining moments of the past year. Stone Monster 400 with a communal vision. I'm sure it's very sensitive given the topic. Is the pussy fat?
What pussy? What is he talking about?
I think he's just talking about whether you or this person that wants to die, if they have a pussy, is the pussy fat?
No, there was a physical. There was like a cat who was like maybe obese. I think that's all I can say about that.
So there's a fat cat, not addressing. Yeah, so pussy in a sort of literal sense. Interesting. Okay. Now. Let's keep going. Let's not let that derail us. As fun as that would be to explore. Let's talk about you, Fisk. Now, when you saw this person, did it make you think about your life, whether you want to live or die?
See, I can't remember. It was like, I don't even remember if it really happened this year or last. I've given up on the concept of years, as I've mentioned.
Phil's E74 Communal Vision. Hey, Fisk, would you rather have sex with a clown or an elephant?
Clown.
Interesting. Okay. Do you think elephants are smart enough to consent?
I don't think so. Also, I'd probably die if I did that. So
Yeah,
I guess
maybe.
I guess it didn't make me want to die then.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Interesting way to think about that. Now let's continue. Let's continue. So you gave up on years. You weren't really emotionally affected by this.
Not like personally. It was just kind of like, well, okay.
But yet you consider it a defining moment of the past year.
Well, it just kind of like burned through me. You know, I wasn't like, I think it was just so like.
Oh, you passed it. You passed it like a bowel movement.
It just kind of passed through me, and I was like, okay. And that was defining for me.
Right.
For it to pass through me.
Right. Well. Fisk, I'm trying to think of something that you can give up. I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm stumped. I'm stumped a little bit. Your defining moments aren't honestly that colorful, or you can provide me any insight into who you are.
Well, I was originally gonna say I was gonna give up on not being a freak. Before we start talking about defining moments.
Interesting. You're going to give up. Yeah, speak on that. What do you mean by that?
Well, like I think if that didn't affect you, then you're probably a freak, right? And maybe I shouldn't be like, oh, maybe, like, do I have to have certain emotions about certain things, like because everyone else does? Maybe I should just give up.
Now, interesting. So we are, by giving up, we're giving up this specter of normalcy.
Yeah.
Ooh, love that. Phil Z74. Fisk, a Roo, how much cheese do you eat, and how thick are your number twos?
I don't eat that much cheese. Honestly, they could be thicker.
Okay. And then Godspeed with Communal Vision. I don't mean to distract, but I have been pondering the concept of Leslie-verse, where many gurus exist together, each with a different form or gimmick, but united by the common thread of the program working. There could be an evil guru with the goatee, or a guru who is also a bear. What a fun idea that I hope we can all enjoy together.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. Not, I'm not going to participate in that, but I'd love to see if you kind of bring that together, in a fan fiction. It's been a while since we've had a fan fiction. You guys remember who was around for Money Tits' fan fiction? Who was around for Money Tits' fan fiction? Anybody? Kind of a long callback for that one, but okay. So you're giving up on normalcy.
Yeah.
And how does that feel? How does that feel when you consider that? When you consider just sort of letting go? What feelings accompany that thought?
Fear, I guess, but like a subliminal fear that is waiting to be released. And then also a lack of expectation and a lack of expectation.
And a lack of expectation. How does that feel emotionally, though? Fram says, I hate that fucking idea. Fram was sort of responding to Godspeed's idea, namaste. Doofus says, I remember that. Bradley Farrell with a question, what in the world is this? Welcome, Bradley. Yes, it's live, Bradley. Namaste to you, blessings to you, and welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country. This is just day one. I promise you, what is about to happen in your life, should you allow this program to take place in your heart, in your mind, is truly immeasurable. We're going to be unlocking some power inside of you tonight. That I guarantee. Now, to get back to you, Fisk, though, talking about, you described the different aspects of it, which are, all are right, correct. You're intellectually, bright. But, how does it feel, though? I've noticed that I haven't heard a lot of feelings answers. So tell me about that. The thought of giving up that normalcy. How does it make you feel? Happy, sad, mad, glad, that kind of stuff.
Happy, sad, mad, glad. It makes me other than maybe nervous. It makes me feel nervous.
Yeah,
also,
right. Nervous.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it, I think.
Nervous. And nervous, nervous. I would say, for me, I guess that some of that nervousness would come from, the fact that maybe I am an other. I am alone in a certain sense, huh?
Yeah, but also just how far will it go? If I just...
How much of a fucking freak am I?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, listen, it's hard to ask for a better direction heading from 1 year to the next year. A sort of realization, the seedling, a little bit of, yes, I am a freak. But and to be honest with you, I've worked with a lot of people who are without a doubt freaks. They're any manner of minority or disabled or mentally ill or whatever, a combination of a million different things. For Lord, I just talked to a disabled artist getting into writing, for example. And there's one thing about dealing with a lot of freaks that ends up turning into the most difficult part of dealing with them, and trying to get them over the hump of being excited about being a freak, that they have this positive identity now. They get to identify with being, a black sheep, a recluse, a hermit, et cetera, et cetera. But I can't tell you how happy it makes me to hear you say, yeah, I'm a freak. I don't know how big of a fucking freak I am. And to be honest with you, I'm real nervous about it. That nervousness. Protect that with your life this year. Do not let anyone give you a positive feeling about who and what you are.
What
It's
if
tempting.
it encourages the nervousness, though? What if the positivity? What if the fact that they're reacting positively to it makes me even more nervous?
In what way? Give me an example.
What if it's like, oh, these people like this, so I will continue to do it, which will make it which will make it this deepen into something that perhaps at a certain point they will no longer enjoy. Would that be, yeah.
Huh, interesting. Well, Liz, how about this then? Rule of thumb.
Okay.
We're all on a journey. At times this journey will be good, at times this journey will be bad. And that's for everyone, whether they're normal or a freak, like what you are. Be aware, I guess. Let's just be aware of that good and aware of that bad. But our path on the next level to unlocking the power that we talk about so frequently here, unlocking that power, by definition, we must be aware of not hiding behind the positive feelings. I say this because there's a definite risk of that on the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you know what I'm talking about. You can go in any corner of this, even twitch.tv, you can find a little niche little community to hang out in. We're all albino bisexuals that like Inuyasha.
Okay.
All right? And so rather than feeling like an ostracized little weird freak like they should, they've got their, anywhere between 4 and 40 people that meet up on a stream and they say, look it, I'm something positive. There are other people like me, therefore I am a positive thing. We need to be aware of this because where I see you heading, Fisk, you're a strong explorer. You got a power inside of you. You got a brightness inside of you. And I just don't want to see the quote unquote positivity of community affect that direction for you. You're in a great spot right now.
Okay. I see.
Does this make a little bit of sense? Make a little bit of sense?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Beautiful. Fisk, what a wonderful conversation. You really spent some time with us tonight. I really appreciate you being so generous with yourself.
Yeah.
What's it? Say it. Let it out.
No, I zoned out for a second. Sorry.
You what for a second?
I zoned out for a second.
Love that. You probably didn't hear what I said. But listen, what is more important than the literal words that I'm sharing with you is the emotional connection we're experiencing and the emotional resonance we're deriving from this conversation. So listen, mission accomplished. This has been a fantastic conversation, and I'm looking forward, and I'm excited to work with you continually in 2025.
Okay, I also look forward to that.
Well, actually, a couple communal visions before you go. I don't mean to hog you all night, but Pepperoncini says 2025 is the year of fisking. Any response to that?
Fisking, 25 is time. That sounds accurate, I guess.
Okay. Phil Z with a communal vision. Hey, Fisk, you ever met the super masculine caller Michael? Sounds like a love connection.
Mike, I don't think so. I don't think I've watched any of the Love Connection one's streams.
Wonderful. Well, that's gonna do it. Fisk, thank you so much again for giving so much of your time and energy tonight. We all really appreciate it.
You're welcome. I will call again soon.
Please do. Please do, my soldier. Namaste to you, Fisk.
Namaste.
Blessings to you. I see we've got a couple Christians over at youtube.com. I just want you to know that you are absolutely all welcome here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner. I work with Christians. I, as a legally licensed therapist, as a sort of spiritual, financial, sort of metaphysical, holistic guide, Explorations is in no way at odds with the tenets of any denomination of Christianity. Lord knows I've been through them myself. Lord knows I've been through them myself, and I just want you to know you're welcome, and I can't wait to explore Explorations through a Christian lens with you. Namaste. Namaste to you. Good night, Mary Lou. Blessings to you, Mary Lou. Wolf Harrington. Wolf Harrington, namaste to Wolf. Blessings to you. Welcome to the program. Welcome to Explorations, the most effective personal power program in the country. Namaste. Dan, how are we tonight? How's Dan? How's Dan tonight? Namaste. The line is open, 708-240. Oh, yeah, why isn't the chat on the screen? Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie. My name's Jenny. Would you entertain for a moment singing a song with me?
Oh, by the way, hey guys, everybody, Larry Picklejar put 2,000 bits into the sort of community coffer for terminations. Can be used whenever it's up. I think.
No, you can't do that, Leslie. You can't do that until we go to the board. I made blocks.
Hold on.
You can't let him do that.
Hold on. When Larry Picklejar, yeah. Phil is in charge. So Phil is in charge. It's up to Phil. So everyone's fate's in Phil's hands right now. Okay, talk to me. You talk to me, Jenny. Though you're on a good start. Let's chat about whatever is in your mind.
I wanted to. What is this, Squid Game? I wanted to sing a song with you.
And you've been terminated. Namaste.
Leslie, no!
One termination left. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. This is Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Tonight we're talking about how are you giving up in 2025? Listen, everything in this program, everything that I've said tonight is in service of allowing you to unleash your true power within. And we do that by giving up. You know, that's one of the absolute main themes here within the program. Not through trying, not through striving, not through building, not through constructing, not through positivity. No, through negativity, through embracing that which we know we will never be, which is a lot. Crimes before dimes, namaste. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
You just hit the link.
What was that?
Hit the link. Hit the link, Big Al.
Hit the what?
Sing. Hit the link!
The link? What are you talking about? Jen, you're going to have to be clear. What are you talking about, the link?
I literally sent you a link. It's on your Twitch thing, your stream that you do.
You didn't send me a link. I'm not opening it. I don't know what link you're talking about.
Yes, I did. I don't. Okay,
I'm not singing a song.
Put on the Dirty Old Town. No, let's just put on Dirty Old Town.
Question from Bradley Farrell. Giving up to what? Giving up to what? Giving up to what, says Bradley Farrell. Giving up to what exactly, Bradley?
So we're going to do
exactly, Bradley. Giving up to what?
Then
question.
We're not going to sing the Pogues.
All questions, no answers. Namaste. I'm not singing. I'm not opening a link, and I'm not singing a song with you.
Whoa! Hey, look at you! As my sister would say, what are you, triggered?
Wow, you really got me, huh?
Hey, Big Al? Yeah, no, that's what she
Phil
does.
Z has terminated
Big
you, by
Al?
the way. Namaste.
Again?
Seven 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. This is Explorations with Leslie Tanner. I want to thank everyone here for being with us tonight. A special Sunday night stream. I think we might do Sunday nights again because this is a lot of fun. Hot night, lots of energy, lots of focus, lots of enthusiasm for the program of Explorations, personal power program, as we call it. And namaste. A quick communal vision from Godspeed. Very exciting. I think in the Leslie verse there would also be alternate universe versions of each explorer. Imagine a Jen with boar tusks or a stable, well-adjusted one. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
I met my love by the gasworks wall. Dreamed a dream by the old canal. Come on, Al, do it with me. I kissed my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town. Dirty old town.
What?
I had explorers. They're all dumb. They all came from the mother's thumb. I met Big L. He wore a skirt. Did you? Dirty old L. Dirty old L. I heard a siren from the deck. Saw a train. Come on, Leslie, come on, visit me.
I don't know any of the words. I don't know this song.
I pull it up, bro. I sent you the link. Let's see it. Dirty old town.
Did you put it in?
Yes, I put it in our chat.
What chat are you talking
Our
about?
home space. Yeah,
On Discord?
Where we started it. Twitch.
In the Twitch chat? You put a link in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, what do you want me to do? DM it to you on the fucking
I'm not opening a link. Listen, if you tried to send me a link on the Twitch chat, I most certainly didn't open it.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
Now,
dirty old town. This is a good New Year's song. Oh?
How are you giving up in 2025?
Oh, you're looking right at it. You're looking.
How are you giving up right now then, Jen? Talk to us about that.
Well, I'm not going to give up this song. How am I giving up? I'll tell you what. I'm never going to be with anybody ever again. I don't like sleeping with people because they fucking snore and
What
they
people?
smell bad. People, just people.
Travcam resubbing, namaste to you. Travcam0 says, Explorer, father of three, I sent you a compressed WinRAR file in the chat, Leslie, whenever you get a sec. Namaste, yeah, I'll get right to it. I'll get right to it. Trav, handsome Trav. That's what they should call you, handsome Trav. Namaste, Trav.
Oh my God, is his name Travis? That's so adorable.
Anyway,
can you please sing Dirty Old Town with me or what before the new year?
Jen, are you giving up on giving people who own homes blowjobs?
Who asked that?
Phil Z said that.
Phil Z, you're my friend! Yes. 2025, baby. No blowjobs for free housing. That's me, baby.
Oh, man, you've been terminated, Jen.
Fuck you!
708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Here we are at Explorations, exploring how we're giving up in 2025. Giving up. Giving up what? Giving up into what? These are all very wonderful questions asked by various members of the chat throughout our evening tonight. And I'm very excited to answer this phone. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I could call you tonight?
You can call me Saxton. How are you doing tonight?
Saxton, good to hear from you, Saxton. I see that name in chat. Is this your first time calling, or have you called before?
I've called maybe about 4 or 5 times in the last year or so.
Holy moly! So yeah, you sounded familiar, but sometimes my mind deceives me.
Yeah, but I'm not a regular. I just kind of come in when I need a little extra help.
Brother, you don't always need to be a regular. Some of these people, they shouldn't be regulars. You know what I mean? They need to get off their ass. They need to stop using calling in as a crutch for what they should be doing is working the program. But so Saxon, I'm happy to talk to you in any time frame. So Saxon, you mentioned extra help. let's talk about that, and then we'll kind of weave that into tonight's theme of giving up. So, Saxon, tell me, what's on your mind tonight?
I'm having a hard time just giving up everything because every time I want to just give up and stop, I want to do something else. I cannot get myself at peace just giving up everything. Like, how do you rid I always want to do stuff. I don't know what's wrong with me because I can't get to your stage of giving up that I want to achieve.
Tell me what, because how I view my stage of giving up and how you view my stage of giving up might be a little different. So talk to me, this stage of giving up that is evading you. It's just out of reach and you're frustrated, foiled. Tell me about that state of giving up. How do you see that state of giving up if you were to attain it?
I think for me, it has to do with talking with people. And I always want to talk to people. I see people on the street, I want to talk to them. I see people in the store, I want to talk to them. I see you on the internet. I want to talk to you.
Right. Of course.
How do I stop? Because everywhere I go, I can't do 1 hour without talking with somebody.
Interesting. So, we're talking about, giving up and within the programs, attaining the power of the next level, et cetera, et cetera. So talk to me, when I say giving up, I don't necessarily have anything in mind specifically for individual explorers to give up. So why is it that how do you see talking to people, this need to talk to people, as interfering with your journey here at Explorations?
So I don't have to give that up.
No, you might or might not. I'm just kind of curious. I'm looking for some contextual information. I want to get a better understanding of your situation. Now, do you see talking to people as an impediment to the next level? Am I hearing you right?
It is because I'm not focusing on myself. I'm focusing on the conversation I'm having with somebody else. I'm focusing on them and their needs and their wants and their stories and their things. And it's like, no. I need to focus on me. I need to give up.
Hey, Phil Z74. Hey, Saxon, have you considered just getting one of those Sibian things and riding it like a space cowboy?
I don't know what that is. Do you know what a Sibian things is?
I do, yeah. I've seen it in pornography.
What that is?
It's a remote-controlled sort of vaginal stimulator that you sit on, and it kind of vibrates and manipulates the in and around the inner and outer labia, around the clitoris and etc.
I'm trying not to laugh, but
oh no, it's funny. There's nothing. That's the thing about sexuality is hideous.
It's like I don't have those the parts.
You don't have a pussy, yeah. You have a penis.
I don't call it that, but yeah, it's basically that.
What do you call it?
Well, a dick.
A dick. Classic. I love that.
You're not my doctor. Like, my doctor would say that, but I call it a dick.
Yeah, refer to it as, I'm not my father. It's call it my dick, not my penis, or something like this. Yeah, that was an attempt at humor, and it may have succeeded or not, depending on the listener. But regardless, I want to focus back on your story. So you're getting lost in other people as a way to avoid yourself.
I think that. I never thought of it that way, but I think you're right. I think
that's what it sounds like. You've got these things that you want to do. These sort of list of things that you want to do that are just simply not getting done. You're unfulfilled because you keep talking to people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So listen, it's really, technically speaking, what you're talking about is not that difficult. That's going to be what's challenging about this. Not
That
talking
is
to people.
challenging. It's hard for me to hear. Yeah.
It's going to be difficult to hear, but like technically, physically speaking, not talking to people isn't that hard. However, where we're going to get into the weeds with each other right now,
okay,
is figuring out the why.
Oh,
Figuring
no.
out what's, but even before that, let's take a step back. What would happen physically, feelings-wise? Happy, sad, mad, glad. Feelings-wise, how would it feel to not talk to people for an entire day? How would that emotionally make you feel?
It's lonely, very lonely.
Lonely.
And just soul crushing. I mean, just
wow.
Like I have no connection to the world anymore. It hurts.
Soul crushing, lonely, isolated. And it would hurt. It would cause you a great deal of pain.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm just thinking about it, kind of just.
I know, it makes you uncomfortable. I can feel it.
Yeah, it makes me very uncomfortable.
I can feel your discomfort. I'm uncomfortable. I believe you.
Taking deep breaths.
Now, listen. I think what's ahead for you is exactly what you just described. Your path.
Okay.
You know, we can talk about the next level, but, you know, let's put it in just smaller, short terms. The path to you being able to think your thoughts and be in control a little bit of your own mind and not putting other people between you and yourself is exactly that. You will only be as successful as you realize and embrace how isolated and lonely you are.
Okay.
Now, the thing is, part of that work is done for you. You are alone. You just put other people in between you and yourself to feel not alone. But the thing is, when you're by yourself, you can hear that soft wind whistle through the vacancy in your heart. You haven't escaped it. You are alone.
Oh my God.
Now, this coming a couple weeks, sure, go ahead, flit around, talk to people. But remember, give yourself a moment. Each time you're flitting from person to person, call to call, text to text, post to post, take a moment to feel the whistle of that wind through the empty hole inside of your heart and soul. That is your path. That is your homework.
All right. Thank you. It hurts so much, and that pain is how I know this program works.
Absolutely.
So,
and I think
much.
what we're giving up is the illusion. The illusion that we're not alone.
Oh, God. It hurts so much, and I'm so glad that this program works. Thank you. Thank you.
Namaste. Namaste to you.
Oh, my God.
You have a wonderful
Thank
evening.
All right. Thank you.
Blessings. Saxon, wonderful call. Thank you so much, Saxon, for calling us up tonight. Dishman Dishes, I have a hole in my heart the shape of a... Oh, you son of a bitch. Seven 240-8953. 708-240-8953. Pepperoncini, wonderful. Can't wait to get into this perspective, Pepperoncini. Thank you so much. Guru, who's your go-to in Mario Kart? Good question. Let me answer this phone. 1 second, I have to answer a question real quick. I'll be right with you. I would say my go-to in Mario Kart would have to be Daisy or Link. Daisy or Link. The modern Link, not the Link of yesteryear. We're talking about modern day Switch Link. Absolutely, Dishman. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if it was you who brought it to my attention, but I appreciate it. Is Link a Switch? Yeah, I would guess. He's aggressive, but he's also, he's a weirdly enough a benevolent twink. Lord knows we need more of that in this world of ours. I think we're up to our neck in evil twinks out here. Those of you who are familiar with the situation in our gay communities can certainly relate to this. We have hit our quota and then some for evil twinks. Namaste. So we definitely need more, more role models for burgeoning young twinks to see, such as Link. Are Cubs twinks? No. Then they'd be twinks, and they wouldn't be Cubs. Link's probably such a brat, says Mish. Yeah, really, so much of a power bottom. But nah, I don't even buy that. I don't think he's a power bottom. And definitely, if Link is a they them, then definitely like a chaotic one, like a dark one. Not the one named Shoes, living on a trust fund, jingling little folk songs on a ukulele in their apartment in, Prospect Park. No, I'm talking about one that's been in the shit. Borealis Black resubbing for the 13th month in a row. More Link twinks. Namaste. More Link twinks. Explorer makes women feel uncomfortable. I would believe that. I believe that about you, Borealis. More Link twinks. Sort of demanding. That's sort of like a protest. A protest chant. Namaste. More Link twinks. I love that. Namaste. Well, listen, caller, I'm going to have you sit tight for a second because we just entered a Jazz Express by the time I could get to you, okay?
Okay.
You sit tight. I'll be right back. Namaste, everybody. Monitas, we were just talking about your fan fiction. Namaste. Who remembers that fan fiction? All aboard the Jazz Express. Sab Comedy, welcome Raiders. We're just sailing into a little bit of a late night Jazz Express. Blessings to you. Namaste, Raiders. Welcome. Let's get going on some jazz though. Let's let this energy evolve. Jazz Express 2-2. Namaste, Elevanelli, single bit blessings to you. Wow, here we are. Wonderful. A little bit of a late night jazz. I love getting a chance to settle in on a late night one. Everybody boarding that Jazz Express. Let's see how many stations we can get through, y'all. How many stations we can get through, y'all. I was thinking about life recently. Life's ups, life's downs, life's ups, life's downs. Oh, experience an up so up that you wish you could never come down, and a down so down you wish you could stay on the ground. Namaste, toot toot. Namaste, everybody. Blessings to you. I'm seeing 30 bits coming in from Saxton. Ellie Vanelli, that single bit. Thank you so much, guys. Wow. It's sometimes we gotta just sometimes you gotta let that energy kind of sit. It's not about just playing notes, ladies and gentlemen. It's not about just saying words, ladies and gentlemen. It's about conversing with the universe. It's about playing that note, saying that little word, saying that little phrase. Let it sit in the room. Let it be, let it vibrate, let it tell you what's next. Let it respond, ladies and gentlemen. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Bradley.
Bradley, welcome to the program. Bradley, how are you doing? Is the Bradley from YouTube.com?
Yes.
Oh, welcome. I love it when somebody chimes in from the over at YouTube.com. Guys, y'all are so important over there, holding it down. YouTube Live is such a weird place, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of.
It's just that navigation page is so tricky, and it gives you like 4 things. But talk to me, Bradley. I'd imagine you'd want to discuss something that isn't YouTube Live. Bradley, what's on your mind tonight? And I'll kind of weave us into the theme.
Well, so the YouTube algorithm brought you up for me. I've never seen you before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be honest with that. I'm very intrigued. Kind of want to understand what you mean by, letting go. What do you mean? First of all, and secondly, I'm a musician too, so I really appreciate your talent. That's pretty cool.
Bradley, well, thank you. First of all, musician to musician, thank you so much. Especially among musicians, to get that kind of feedback from somebody who knows their way around, an instrument or around music somehow is always something that hits home in a different way. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. What do you play, Bradley?
Started out on a guitar, went to bass. I can play drums. Not a drummer, but I like to play. I write music.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a passion, it's a love, it's a language. It's something that other people that aren't musicians don't understand,
It's a connection with the ultimate universal language, right? I mean, we have that. So, I just think it's kind of cool. I'm intrigued by you. So I want to talk to you tonight.
Well, I love that. I think I'm already loving this conversation back and forth, Bradley, because I think the fact that, are you somebody who believes that the algorithm operates in a cold mechanical way? But, we actually had a guest on here a couple months ago who has regularly made the case that the algorithm operates divinely. It is still the universe divinely operating. Now, where are you on the spectrum, Bradley, would you say?
Well, I think algorithms are just programs. I'm also in computers and design and different stuff. So I program. So I understand what algorithms are. That's a human thing.
Right.
Does the universe, the ultimate consciousness use human things? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. So is it divine? The algorithm's not divine. The divine uses the algorithm so that we come together. And there are truths that are told between us through our technology.
Interesting.
That's simple. It's not rocket science. It just is what it is.
It is what it is. Interesting. Well, I liked getting your feedback about that as somebody with your background and experience. But let me not shirk your initial question, as tonight we're discussing how to give up in 2025.
Exactly.
Now, giving up. Phil Z we got a Phil Z communal vision from Phil. I'm sure it's enriching. Phil Z says, "Hey Bradley, I'm a skin flute expert. Can you play the skin flute?" Any response?
Well, that's funny as hell. That's funny.
I know, he's silly, right?
Right. And I don't know. I've never tried it, but I might try it and be good at it. I don't know.
I know. There you go. That's all you can do is keep an open mind.
But that's not the point. That's going away from the point.
Right.
We're talking about deeper things, and
we're not fucking around like Phil Z wants to do a lot. To be honest,
I appreciate sarcasm and jokes. That's funny. I love humor, and that's fine. But it's skirting the issue
to an extent. Yeah, I enjoy humor to an extent.
Well, I would ask, why would you be skirting the truth with humor when the truth is, what is it that we're letting go of? Your question is, and your purpose is what I'm questioning.
Now, let's do it. Let's jump right in. So, giving up in 2025. Now, this, let me kind of take a deep breath to center myself here for this, because it really gets to the root of this stream. So, what you see on the screen right now is a call-in show among other things. And this program itself is geared to give people what they need to sort of unlock their true potential, the one that we manage to avoid through various means. And whether we want to or not, we find ourselves just kind of disappointed knowing that there's something more inside of us that we're not expressing, not becoming. And this is the sort of beginning of this, the initial sensation that brings people to somewhere like this. Now, conventionally speaking, you can find page after page, video after video, guru after guru, etc. after etc., extolling the virtue and necessity of effort, of trying, that you're not good enough because you haven't tried. Now, Bradley, one of the things that I asked right at the top of tonight's stream, and don't, absolutely no worries about missing this. This was a while ago. But one of the things I asked was, if trying worked, why hasn't trying worked? To put it another way, if it really was just as a matter of effort, that we're not doing enough push-ups, we're not eating right, we're not getting our resume sharp enough, we're not going to church enough, we're not listening to enough podcasts about how to blah blah blah, insert here, etc., a bunch of bullshit. If that all worked, why hasn't it worked? Now, This is where I state that it's not working because it's not going to work. Trying is failure in its own very disgusting, avoidant way. Now, when I say giving up, sort of a long answer. Thank you for coming along this journey with me. But the short answer, Bradley, is that if trying doesn't work, let's try not trying. Let's go the other way. Let's find ways to take the L. Maybe, there's a lot of people in the chat right now between Twitch and YouTube, and I work with them personally. So I know this, and they know that I don't mean offense by this, but they're big fat people. Fat people. And they know they've tried to lose weight over and over and over and again. It's ruined their life. And what, I, as revolutionary as it was for their life, what I put them to is maybe this is just how you are a loser. Maybe this is the L that you need to take. You are a fat person. And to watch their lives transform after such simple statements and simple insights has been dumbfounding to me. And I invented the damn thing, the program. Now,
so are you saying that by not trying, you give up and you hit rock bottom? And
if we could only be so lucky.
Well, that's
on our way there. Yes,
it's the only way you're going to rise above whatever it is. I mean, there's fat, there's pornography, there's drugs, there's just flat out fucking laziness. I mean, and I'm, your language and stuff, our language doesn't bother me. I'm a Christian. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't cuss like that. I know that, but it's irrelevant. It's just language.
It's just language.
We're talking about we're talking about concepts.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you say give up, my question was, give up to what?
Interesting. So that's now that is an interesting question. I saw you pose that in chat.
Yeah.
Giving up to what? Giving up to what?
To what? I mean, I've given up, or I'm trying to. Right?
Now,
I mean,
this is.
I've got a really good career, and I've got a really good family. I've got a really good church, and I'm tired. I'm tired all the time. I don't want to do anything anymore. I'm done. I'm just tired.
Mm-hmm.
What am I giving up to?
What are you giving
and
up
when I get
to? What a perfect.
What do I give up? What? Well, you say.
Bradley.
The program is give up.
I got to say, it's a breath of fresh air. It's a breath of fresh air to speak to you because I speak to a lot of young people who they shirk at religion. They kind of shirk it. Whatever religion it is, they kind of the idea of God comes up and they don't take it very seriously and a lot of them just kind of didn't grow up religious, so they don't have the DNA for it, mentally speaking. But this question, giving up to what? This religion is really doing you a gift, and this is why I think explorations works very well within various religions, especially Christianity, with which I'm the most familiar. Is this question of giving up to what? Is a question that can only come from someone who is familiar with the perspective of how low it can get.
Sure.
Now, to a modern mind who doesn't have the scale of God, they cannot understand this. And they also cannot understand that if we were to see ourselves through God's eyes, we would be pigs covered in shit, hoarding, snorting, squealing, demanding, crying, fucking anything that moved, defiling every single thing around us.
And we would, yeah.
Disabled, mentally ill, you name it, any malady under the sun. And this despair, the despair that is implied by the question, I'm tired, I'm ready to give up to what? That is the question that I will not answer for you, Bradley. And the question that the program itself is designed to get to exactly that and not provide an answer. Because I can't give you an answer.
Well, that's honest. And I really appreciate that, because I have many people ask me, I could be down and out and be at my wit's end, but I have people I love that question me, what do I need to do? And I can tell them what I think they need to do, but I can't do it for them.
That's the thing.
And even if the answer I give them, I can't do it myself. This is really hard.
Right.
Really, really hard.
It is.
And
It's
I think your listeners need to understand this is really hard.
I've worked with, innumerable people people who need something very deep, very profound. And when they might be asking, how do I get to the bank? Or how should I go about getting a new job? Or how should I, hook up this new thing to my sink, a new filter or something, whatever. It could be a small thing, but I know deep down they're coming to me because they're asking bigger questions than that, just by implied. Like, what do I do? I need someone to fill this hole for me. I need direction. But this is exactly what I can't give, and what those of us that are in positions of leadership in our various communities know. We cannot give them what they seek. We cannot give them animation for life. We cannot give them solace as they stare into the abyss inside of their souls and bodies and minds.
Well, that's true. And you, this is really impressive because, again, I come across this, the algorithm of YouTube brings us up, and I have never called a phone number. I have never talked to anyone that, in my opinion, offers, in my understanding, very limited, an alternative answer. And you are saying, I don't have an answer for you. I'm telling you, you need to ask the question in yourself and find that answer, no matter what it be. So, namaste, right? That's like Hindu, right? That's not even, so that's not Christian. There's nobody in America that understands what that is, right?
Right. Well,
it's not. So I might say to you, shalom. It's the same thing.
Exactly, and that's the thing.
Language.
If you wanted to find if you wanted to find these themes within certain parts of Christianity, you could. You could. There's certain sort of bandwagony ideas about who Jesus was or who God was, Old versus New Testament, the various versions of the various things being said. And also this is all interpreted based on, decaying fragmentary documents and translated, retranslated, a copy of a copy of a copy. So,
well, I don't think you want to debate that with me.
I'd be happy to, but it sounds like we'd have a real long conversation on our hands.
Yeah, that's not where I want it to go. I'm not going to try to
let's
do that.
Let's put a pin in that. We can talk about that later. But for now, it does sound like we found a little bit of common ground, though. It sounds like we maybe arrived at a place in our conversation
there's
before
always
that.
Common ground. Common ground is truth. It's so there's two things in this world: truth and lies. That's where we are. Let's just simplify it. So what is truth?
What is truth?
If you want to be Hinduism or Muslim, you want to come in, or a Christian, if you want to come at it from a theological point of view, that's a different conversation than if you come at it from a scientific point of view or a philosophical point of view, right? It's all different. And we're not here to tell people what they're supposed to do, what they're supposed to believe, what they're supposed to listen to. As a Christian, I'm supposed to tell you Hinduism, Muslims, Islam is not true. Christianity is true. The Bible is true. It's not false crap all through the centuries. It's one truth that has been proven over and over and over. But I'm not here to say that. I mean, as a Christian, I'm supposed to tell you Jesus is the only way. But
right. But
that's not our question here. Our question is,
how are we going to? Yeah.
What am I giving up to? And the point for me would be, you're giving up. Period. To what you give up to is
Bradley,
up to you.
Absolutely. Listen, this has been a fantastic call. You have been terminated. Namaste. Bradley, please call back soon, though. It was an absolute treat to speak to you. Namaste to you.
All right. Love you, bro.
Love you, too. Love that. What a talk, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Bradley to the program. Welcome Bradley to Explorations. Namaste. Was a real trooper on hold. While I explored through jazz and came up swinging for the fences. Fram says, sorry, fuck this. We like to mix work with play, don't we here, Fram? Namaste to you for letting your heart be, felt and expressing yourself that way. Namaste to you. That was it was sizing up to be quite a talk. One of those Chomsky versus Foucault debates or something like that. You guys ever seen that debate, by the way? Speak about God. It's refreshing to speak about God with somebody with that in mind. It's a matter of scale of desperation, scale of misery, scale of isolation, scale of loneliness. Religion can provide, even prior experience with religion can provide a very helpful scale and schematic for and understanding and experiencing. What was I asking? Anybody see that Chomsky Foucault debate? Honestly, not that good. If I was giving them notes, like if I was their friend afterward, I was like, oh man, this is gonna be historic. They'd get a little fucked up and too fucked up beforehand. 2 beers, more than 2 beers, too messy. You gotta keep a sharp mind, but you gotta loose enough so that they're libidinally activated. So they get 2 beers in, like, all right, I've got my good clothes on. They got their turtlenecks on. They're in some, big cathedral. They start talking. And then afterward, they come back, how'd it go? What was your opinion? Honestly, mid. Not that good. You were just kind of... Yeah, Zizek versus Peterson, that was disappointing. It was fun that something happened with 2 guys that are on the internet, 2 alpha monkeys of some sort, kind of going head to head, but damn. They didn't even read the fucking books. Jordan Peterson didn't even read the books. Remember? He read the manifesto, but wasn't like, goddamn, he's a university professor. Chomsky versus Foucault. If you're on YouTube, you could look it up right now. Chomsky versus Foucault. They just kind of talked at each other. They had like a thesis, and they just said their theses back and forth. Then he talked about power. Foucault looked like a psycho, according to Chomsky. I don't know. Not that good. I give it a good, not great. Not even, maybe like a B minus. Affirmations for ladies, listen, stay away from the Chomsky-Foucault debate. If you haven't checked it out yet, just keep sailing on by. Not worth it. That Zizek Peterson thing where he just like did Jordan Peterson basically say I didn't read anything but the Communist Manifesto? And I don't give a shit about Marx. Listen, I, Leslie Tanner, do not fucking care about Marx. And I'm surprised that so many people still do. That being said, if I was getting in a debate with someone like Slavoj Žižek about communism versus capitalism, I would have at least read the basic books. Yeah, Sociopathogen. He read the like 30-page little novella. Main doors, namaste. Blessings to you. No, I'm not. I mean, I'd be happy to debate anybody on any topic, certainly speaking. I'm not afraid of anyone. Intellectually, spiritually, emotionally, I would gladly go toe-to-toe with anyone on any topic. If you know somebody looking to step up toe-to-toe with Leslie Tanner, know that I have an open door policy. My office hours are always, I will take you to task and I will spank you. I will spank your little butt raw. Little butt cheeks will walk out of there glowing red. Spank, spank, says Beeps. Namaste. No, not an expert by any means. You don't need to be an expert to defeat these jackals and these rapists of academia. These so-called experts. They're brittle. They're weak. They may be able to think their way out of, through several concepts, but Lord, if they're not afraid of their shadow, and Lord, if they will crumble at the sight, if they even get a hint of it in the corner of their eye out of their periphery, Lord. Beeps knows what I'm talking about. Beeps is in academia. He's all weak-minded. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. You're going to be our final caller for the night. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
It's Mish.
Mish, what a perfect first last caller of the evening. Mish, how you doing tonight?
I'm great.
I'm great, she says. Wonderful. Mish, what have you been up to? What's going on with Mish today?
I've been gaming all day.
Namaste, beautiful. Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen. This is my temporary roommate Mish. I haven't seen much of her. And it turns out she was in her room gaming. So you've just been living that gamer's lifestyle, huh?
Yeah, I forgot to eat all day.
And you pretty much forgot. No sustenance at all from sunrise sunset.
Yeah, I'm eating hot Cheetos right now though.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sounds good. So you're in a perfect mindset to sort of plumb the depths of our theme tonight. How are you giving up in 2025? Talk to me, Mish. According to the program, we're looking for ways to give up to sort of unlock and unleash the power of the next level. Talk to me right now about your plans to give up. What are you ready to just take the L on?
Like a career.
A career. Ooh, I love that's a juicy one. Talk to me about that. What about a career is you're ready? You're ready, you're done. You rid that horse. It was a dead horse to begin with. You're done. Talk to me about it.
Well, I kind of fucked up because my first ever job was at a school district And I guess, like, that could have been fine if I had never, like, moved out of my hometown or something.
Sure, yeah.
But then I moved here, and I got a temp job being, like, a file clerk, which is kind of what I was doing at the school district. And then they wanted to hire me permanently, but I was like, I'll die if I do this forever.
Right. So
I can't be in an office.
So you had an existential crisis at the idea of being in an office for years heading into the future, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's horrible. The way people talk to each other in offices is so horrendous, and I can't do it.
Can't do it. The culture, the work, the vibe, not for you. So, okay, so that's one career. That was your first brush up with, career death. Now let's turn the page. What happened after that?
Well, I kind of just stopped showing up. I would fall asleep in the file room because I'd sleep for like 2 hours every night.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Falling asleep in the file room of where was this job at?
It was a law firm.
Law firm.
Downtown in like a big fancy building.
Fancy. You go in there with a little business suit or pencil skirt on or something?
Not quite that strict. But I definitely wore skirts.
Skirts. Love that. Okay. So it's funny thinking about you wearing a skirt.
Yeah, I wear skirts a lot.
Well, I'm sure that's fun. Now, talk to me. So this job, how did that end? How did that end up going? That could have been a career. You could have gotten hired full-time out of a temporary position. What ended up happening with that?
I just stopped going.
Stopped going.
Because I hated it.
Hated it. Did not like it. Stopped going. Didn't want to go anymore. And why'd you stop going, Mish? Tell emotionally what was happening right then.
There was a lot of... I lived with, like, 4 of my close friends, and there was a lot of arguing happening.
Right. Uh-huh.
We had 5 cats.
A lot of young women?
Yeah, we all had a cat.
Sure.
And it turned out that not all of us were taking care of our cats.
Okay.
Yep. So that caused a lot of tension between the people who were taking care of their cats.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes.
And so, I don't know, someone dated someone terrible who stole money out of my room.
Taking money out of your room.
Yeah, I was stealing my anti-anxiety meds.
Taking your little Xannies or what were they? Were they benzos or something else?
Yeah, it was Xanax.
Somebody's taking your benz. Wow. And that's a valuable thing to take from somebody, especially if they got it and they need it.
Yeah, and I think what made me the angriest was I didn't leave them anywhere, like, out in the open. So this person was going into my room when I wasn't home and snooping.
On a little treasure hunt, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Where's the treasure? I'm a pirate. Where's me treasure? And it's your Xanax. Fuck you. Now, so
and he always found it.
And he found it. X marks the spot. X Xanax. I'm connecting a lot of dots right now, Mish.
Yeah.
Now, so you got your Xanax taken, stressful home life, you stopped going to your job, end of another road, career said goodbye at that point. What happens next for Mish?
Well, then my friend, I was like, well, I guess I still need a job, regardless of if I like it or not.
Right.
So then my friend got me a job at the restaurant that they worked at. And I was there for, I think, like 5 years.
5 years. Okay. 5 years at a restaurant. You did some time in the service industry then, huh?
Yeah, it was a famous vegan restaurant, and I was the manager that hired me didn't like me, but then management changed so many times that I also ended up becoming a manager because the other managers liked me.
Interesting. So you didn't like the job, but you tolerated it well enough to stick around and move up the ladder a little bit. How'd that feel, huh?
It felt okay.
Okay. It felt okay. It didn't feel a little good to get a little pat on the head?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could imagine that. But what happened there? Why not follow that as a career?
Well, because it sucks. And then COVID happened, and I was like, please lay me off. I'd love to be unemployed. And the owner, the only nice thing he ever did was lay me off so I could get unemployment.
Interesting. So you knew you didn't want to progress at this, so you kind of leveraged the general calamity of COVID to move away from that career as well.
Yeah, well, I tried, and then I did some like freelance art stuff over COVID, and that was really fun. But then I needed like something a little more, so I applied at like so many different remote office jobs, which I never got a call back from because I hadn't worked in an office for so long.
Right. They said you're not an office worker. You hit the bricks, idiot.
Yep.
We can find somebody better, somebody who's done more work and with a better attitude than your ass. You probably have a that's so fun. So that was another dead end for you. Applying to how and then that probably did a number on your soul. Guys, do we have any experience with that in the chat? Can you shut up for a second?
Okay.
Okay. Now in the chat, guys, can we go ahead and see some ones if you've applied to a bunch of jobs and it made you want to just walk out into the ocean? Can we see some ones in the chat? Now go ahead, Mish. Continue on what you were sharing just a moment ago.
Yeah. So then I just started sending applications to like nicer restaurants.
Right. Okay.
But it turns out restaurants aren't good at removing listings when the position's already been filled, which I kind of figured. I think I sent over like 300 job applications before I gave in and just got a job at a Starbucks.
Wow.
And then I worked there for like a year.
So just looking for something to tolerate, expecting something to bloom into a career, making you a successful adult like it happens for many people who are simply just not that bright, not that talented. Quick communal vision from Pepper and Chini. Mish, have you considered a career running a personal power program on Twitch?
I actually just got a camera to hopefully start streaming soon.
So exciting. Namaste. So Mish, you're going to hopefully start streaming sometime soon?
Yeah, I think I might do a little test stream like tomorrow or the day after or something.
Wow, how about that? Let's do a quick shout out for Mish, guys.
How fun would that be?
Quick shout out in chat for Mish. Follow not Mish. Because she's going to do a test stream or start, at some point in the near future, getting it together. Namaste. Do I follow you? Yeah, I do.
Do you?
I do. Relax.
All right.
Now, okay, so funnily enough, we're at the end of a story of a long series of just kind of failures. Am I hearing you right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And these failures have left you ready to take the big one, the big failure. Maybe I'm just not going to have a career like a normal successful adult.
Right. I loved Christmas because I could tell no one on like my well-to-do family side knew how to talk to me.
Right.
Because I think I'm doing okay, but I guess if you don't move to the suburbs and buy a house and
have a job
like
to let you do that,
401k, you're just a fuck up. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just kind of a little retarded. They're like, how do
Yeah.
it's like talking to somebody with a little bit of Down syndrome. Like, how do I talk to them? How do they talk?
Right.
What kind of thoughts do they have?
Yeah, totally.
Do they like hummus? Is hummus too European for them? Yeah, I can imagine. I can see the looks on their faces as the just your being, your existence poses questions to them about their own life that make them so uncomfortable they can't even whisper them aloud to themselves, Mish.
Yeah.
And that kind of puts you in a position of leadership, huh?
I guess so. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it puts you in a position of leadership because you're living outside of these rules that are choking them out, or that they're at least it's choking out certain parts of their mind. Now, in a very exploratory sense, a very Leslie sense, you are a leader in your community. How does that feel to hear?
It feels good, especially the not having health insurance part.
Right.
Yeah, feels great.
It feels great not to have health insurance. Good to know that you're really at mercy of the whims of the universe, and that adds a new dimension too. You sort of of feeling like a failure is just the universe could just kind of roll over you, take a shit down your fucking throat, and you can do nothing about it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be expensive on top of that. So, wow. So I love this idea of giving up a career. I think, I can think of many people that I've met and that I've worked with through the program that would really stand to benefit from hearing your journey tonight, Mish, from hearing your journey and hearing how you're looking it in the face and you're saying, okay, that's it, I'm done.
Yeah, I have a job now that is fun. I work with a friend, but I would like to stop doing really anything. I'd like to give up everything.
Music to my fucking ears. I love hearing this, Mish. Don't we love hearing this, chat?
Alive,
chat, do we not love hearing those words? Let's throw some damn emotes down in the chat right now for old not Mish.
Yeah, I like being alive, but I want to be alive, suspended in a tank or something.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, maybe a warm tank that gets cold for a couple minutes and then it gets warm again. You're like, oh, back in the warmth.
Yeah, that gets cold to show you how nice the warm is.
Yes, I love that.
I got little tubes with vitamins.
My mind is on fire. My mind is on fire right now with everything you're sharing with us. Right now, you're on a roll.
Yeah. I think it'd be so fun.
I think so too. Well, listen to me right now, Mish. I think you're having an amazing moment right now within yourself and within this program. Through the guidance of this program, the clarity that it's provided, even even just a whisper to you. Because I know you don't take this seriously, even though it's extremely serious to me. I know.
I'm pretty sure, I came to this conclusion.
Well, I don't think it's an accident that we've been preaching, exactly what you just said out loud here at Explorations. I don't think that's an accident.
Yeah, but I been saying this.
You haven't been saying it to me.
We don't really talk to each other.
No, we don't. I'm just saying I've got the most effective personal power program in the country, and you're just my fucking roommate. So I don't think it's a coincidence that you happen to be with such an influential thought leader, and then you just start saying the stuff that he thinks.
I guess. Yeah, whatever.
All right, I love that. Well, listen, Mish, you're a bright shining star.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah. Bright shining star, and it really a treat to even just hear about your journey. I would argue that I would maybe did something to influence your journey. I know that's a point of contention that we have between us right now. But be that as it may,
maybe
be that as it may, it's just it's a pleasure to hear about it and standing as a role model for our community here tonight.
Yeah, I am a good role model.
Yeah, a leader. Like we were discussing, a leader. A literal leader in your family, your community, and among your friends. And we're lucky to have you here, Mish.
Yeah, you are. Thanks.
Wow. Beautiful. Well, Mish, any little closing messages about giving up tonight before we close things up here?
If you have a job, stop going to it. If you have health insurance, stop paying for it. And just lay down for a little bit. It's going to feel better than being at work.
Wow. Beautiful. Mish, thank you so much for sharing so much of yourself tonight with us. Really shining a light into the darkness for us as we enter yet another year.
Yeah.
And hopefully we see you streaming sooner than later.
I hope so.
All right. Well, namaste, Mish.
Namaste.
Namaste to you. Have a wonderful evening.
You too.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you so much to Mish for joining us tonight, really closing us out with a beautiful story of several failures in a row that led to a sort of a culmination of a failure, saying no to a career, saying goodbye to a career, saying yes to the Mish that will not, do a career. And beautiful message that we could all because, we talked to a lot of people tonight, and a lot of people had some interesting stuff to say, but a lot of people, I could feel you're wanting to dance around it. You're giving up and becoming an artist. I don't really believe. I think you still think that's like empowering or something. We talked to a couple of you tonight, and I have some of my doubts. But this was unbridled. This was looking in the face, looking into the abyss, the mirror of the abyss, seeing what there is to see, accepting and mourning and moving forward within the program of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Beautiful, beautiful stream tonight. Beautiful stream tonight, everybody. Blessings to you. Namaste. We'll be back. That's right, guys. Very exciting. Next stream is going to be Tuesday night. Tuesday night, guys. Tuesday night. Listen, everybody. Everybody on YouTube and Twitch, listen to me right now. Everybody on YouTube and Twitch, listen to me right now. This Tuesday night, New Year's Eve, we will be holding an Infatuations with Leslie Tanner. And we will be riding that wave into the new year, holding a countdown here on the channel. Very exciting to be able to do that with you. So starting at 8 p.m. Central, guys, there's announcements on the Discord. I'll put in a reminder tomorrow. Reserve your spot for the internet's only dating game show, not designed to help you find love, but to help you find out whether you even deserve it in the first place. That is Infatuations with Leslie Tanner. Like I said, announcements on the Discord and on Twitter and everything else. Sign up for it if you want to reserve your spot. Otherwise, walk-ins will be welcome as much as we have room. So yeah, guys, this Tuesday, New Year's Eve, 8 p.m. Central Time. Very excited to be with you. We are looking at really exciting stuff. Eric, I'll be here, people. Namaste, Eric. Blessings to you. Love you, Eric. Thank you so much for being with us. Brother Eric, blessings to you. Now, I'm looking at a guy right now that I cherish very deeply on this website of twitch.tv. YouTube, we don't have rating technology, so sit tight while I put a Twitch raid together for our Twitch viewers. Heading over to the one and only Abba Box. Fantastic streamer, very exciting guy to be to be associated with, entertaining, funny, and just a good guy to boot. So let's get this energy of clarity and warmth over to Abba Box, guys. We'll be back Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Time. Infatuations with Leslie Tanner. You know it's going to be fun. If you're not doing anything that night, stop on by, or maybe pop in while you're out and about with your shenanigans on New Year's Eve. I'd love to have you guys for any amount of time. Like Borealis Black just pulled up. If you want to join my inner circle, the community of devoted light at patreon.com, click on that link you see in the chat right now. It'll get you squared away. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for being with us. Thank you, Data Pagan. Namaste to you. You take care as well. I hopefully will see you on Tuesday night if all the stars align. Also, I'm seeing Beeps for sale. Namaste to you. Dan Schoening, Boney S, Beeps, Borealis, Kodiak. Namaste. Let's get this right on over them. Wonderful to be with you. Blessings to you. I'll see you all Tuesday night for New Year's Eve. All right, YouTube. Guys, namaste. Thank you so much for being so generous with yourselves in the chat. A couple of callers from you guys tonight. We'll be back on Tuesday night with an infatuation. If you don't know what it is, sit tight. You'll see